Hi, I'm Christine McKay with Northridge Publishing, and we're here to take a sneak peek at one of our layouts in our upcoming August Scrapbook Trends issue. And I am so excited to have one of my favorite designers here, Kristy Lee. Kristy is so talented. She's been on multiple design teams. She was a co-host on a web show for Provo Craft, and she just has such a unique, fun spin on all of her layouts. And I'm totally making her blush, but it's all true, I promise. Anyway, we do a little thing here that we call Make It Your Own. And what this is it's a challenge where we pick one of the layouts in our upcoming magazines and we give it to one of our favorite designers and have them use it for inspiration and to take this project and to truly make it their own. So for this time, I decided to pick my friend Kristy, and the layout that I picked is by Kelly Purkey, and it's called Love List. And I love this layout, and I knew that it was the perfect one to inspire some inspiration. So I shot a photo of it off to Kristy, and I just wanted to find out, what were your first thoughts when you saw the layout?
When I opened up the email that you sent to me and kind of scrolled through the different pictures and got to Kelly's layout, I literally squealed because I love her stuff so much. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to use her as inspiration, which is fantastic. But it was her title that instantly caught my eye. And I kind of looked at the layout for 2 days, just kind of sat and, pondered it over as to what it was that I wanted, the angle that I wanted to take with it. And so I decided to create kind of a similar layout. You can definitely see the inspiration that Kelly gave me in my layout with the design. But I sat, because I loved her title so much, it was the love that I wanted to focus into my layout. So oddly enough, I kind of did a layout about how I kind of love being 38.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I saw that 38 is great, and I was like, what? 38 is great? So tell me how you came up with that.
Well, when I turned 30, the big 30, it's kind of like, oh, okay, you got 10 more years, and then it's kind of all over.
Yeah, although at 40, it's done.
But really, 40 is the new 30, so we're okay,
yeah,
right?
And the closer we get to 40, it's like, the better it is.
Exactly. But so I just wanted to, over the last year, actually, I've kind of just really wanted to live life a little more full and to set goals for myself and to make accomplishments and to really do things for myself. Because I think as a mom of 5 that you just kind of get lost in the whole taking care of the kids and whatnot. And also as a scrapbooker, I think that when we take the time to scrapbook, it's always, okay, it's about baby's birthday. It's about Christmas. It's about, these events. It's always about our kids. And that's another thing that I was so inspired with Kelly and her layout is that she did it about herself. Because I want my kids to be able to look back at the pages that I've done and to be like, oh my gosh, there's my mom, because I don't.
It's such a great way. It's almost like a visual journal that they can read your journal and read your thoughts. And I love what that you mentioned, how exciting that is for your kids to read. Because, I always think, when my kids are 38, how fun would that be for them to go back and read that, layout and see what my feelings were at that time. So I love that perspective.
See, my problem though with this one right now is that I just got the purple hair last week,
which is hot.
And so my 15-year-old, she's like, well, Mom, if you have purple hair, why can't I have purple hair? Sweetie, when you're 38, you can get purple hair too.
When you're 38.
So here's the documentation of that.
Well, I just think that layout is a perfect example of this make it your own challenge, because you can tell the similarities from both layouts. I like that I love your interpretation of the photos that Kelly used on hers. And yet it's interesting how there's similarities, but it's totally different.
Right.
You took this, you made it your own. So I think that you officially succeeded the challenge, Kristy.
Well, and I love, because of my work, I work for Scrapbook Steals. And so every Wednesday I create a sketch for our girls to create, and we call it our midweek mojo challenge, because everybody needs a little lift on Wednesday, right?
Of course.
So every Wednesday there's a new sketch that I create, and I'll do a layout as kind of an example. And I love watching our Facebook fan page throughout the rest of the week as these layouts pop up and just seeing how my sketch can inspire somebody else, and it might not even look even remotely the same, but that's not the point. It's the whole springboard for ideas.
It's all about the inspiration. Kristy, I want to thank you so much for coming today and just sharing your thoughts and your talent with us. But before I let you go, we're going to play another little game. So the game that we like to play is it's just different questions that viewers and readers have. So the first question is, what do you do when you absolutely have creative block and you don't have a creative bone in your body? What do you do, or where do you go to spark that? Besides scrapbook trends.
Well, of course, that would be my first answer. No, number one, it would probably be to go run, to clear my head, because that's when I get a lot of thinking in, is when I'm just out running. Number two would be to come home. And it's always late at night, because with 5 kids, you can only imagine that my scrapbooking does not happen during the day. So I lock my door, because I do have a lock, and I listen to Cake on my iPod.
Okay, I've never heard of Cake. I eat Cake. I've never listened to Cake.
Cake is good, the dessert and the man. So you need to go find Cake, because you would love Cake. You would seriously love Cake. And have my peanut M&Ms. And my 52 ounces of Diet Dr. Pepper.
You are a diehard. Okay, well that answered my second question, which is what is your favorite scrapbooking treat? Because we all have that. Okay, so last question. What is the one scrapbooking tool or product that you cannot scrap without?
The tool would be the corner chomper by We Are Memory Keepers.
Gotta love that. Chomps through metal, plastic, acrylic, love it.
And I'm pathetic, because I've only ever used it on paper. But it's such a great clean cut.
Yeah. Love it.
Love it. And right now I'm kind of grooving the my mind's eye papers, because I didn't really pay attention to them before, but we get that so much through my work now. And I'm the one that does all of the product shots. So all the pictures every day, I do those, and so I get to see the product. And it's like, oh, I gotta use that, and I got an idea for that and that and that. So yeah.
They are great. Well, Kristy, thank you so much for coming. And if you'd like to get your own inspiration, you can check out more layouts in our August issue of Scrapbook Trends. It's available at any retailer, or you can go online and check us out there.